Hello again, Montreal, after a month, almost exactly a month. We're back for Otakuthon 2026. The ride was about 5 to 6 hours from Toronto, so that was very tiring. So we got to the convention center after stopping by at our Airbnb, waited in line for forever. There were way more people here than Montreal Comic Con. Found our table and we started to do our setup. This time I have a helper with me. I have my helper Allison with me. It really made my life easier. Yeah, and this time around the location for our table was great, gotta be honest. As you can see in the video, one of the doors are right at the end of our block of tables, so that is going to drive a lot of traffic. Good thing, yay, but also is gonna be extremely busy. I did not know at that time. Yeah, if you didn't know, this is my first time at Otakuthon having a table. I've been there for fun, it's a great con, but I never expected how busy it ended up being. This is similar to my Montreal Comic Con setup. Quite usual, I have all my prints, my books, everything that's, pretty easy to carry. None of my shirts, again. The setup for Otakuthon actually starts pretty late on the Thursday, so we weren't able to finish everything before we really had to head out for dinner. Everything else will be done the next day morning, Friday morning. And we headed out with two of our friends who are also here for dinner. Well, at least trying to look for dinner. We found this place on the map and it was closed, so we just bought something else, went back to the Airbnb and ate. Apologies that the video is vertical, because we got too tired that we almost just forgot to take footage of anything. Moving on. Day 1. Allison and we got up really early in the morning because for some reason we just both couldn't sleep, so we decided to go out and do some sightseeing. Yeah, the clouds were really pretty, but it was the only day that it wasn't supposed to rain. So we got up Mont Royal and there were so many raccoons. There was a family of raccoons. It was a good charge up before we actually headed out to the convention center for the long day that it was going to be. Starting with finishing the setup. And so the show begins. Some friends and I are doing a stamp rally that is Resident Evil themed. Shout out to Mickey Arts for making the amazing stamp cards. We thought we had enough, but oh my gosh, we almost handed out everything on the first day. The good thing about having a helper is I actually get to eat. So here is footage of, I guess, my lunch that I was actually able to have. But yeah, this was probably the busiest Friday at a con that I've ever had ever seen. It was insane. And the show ends for day 1. We went to look for our friends again. Well, aside from, at the setup day, and we headed out for dinner. As you can see, we are back to Chinatown to look for food, and it was more difficult than last time. Oh yeah, as I was going through the footage, I realized there were people on the street that I knew, and I didn't even realize that they were there at Otakuthon. So there's that many people. We settled at a Japanese place and had dinner and headed back when the sky was already dark. But that's the vibe. That's when Chinatown looks its best. It was great because day one, business was thriving unexpectedly. So we were all drained, and by the time we got in the car, it was completely dark and we were just ready to crash. And day two. Wow, day two. We all knew that day two was gonna be busy. Saturday's always the big day. We went in because there's nothing to carry, took the escalator, and ended up at somewhere else and get lost. Finally got back in after like half an hour. We do tend to, well, at least I tend to go into the convention quite early, so we weren't late. Saturday, a lot of friends showed up, including friends that are local and ones that came from Toronto, and it was great. It gave the extremely busy day, I guess, a breath of fresh air. There was also this person that I have encountered. We exchanged some personal stories, and I am going to mail a copy of my zine Farewell to them. Hopefully, it'll help pull them through a very difficult time of their life. And if you're this person, give me your address. I still haven't received it yet, so I can mail the thing to you, you know? Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. The tiredness is really hitting us. Alright, so this is after the con has ended for the day, and as you can see, there are still this many people wandering around. That gives you an idea of how busy the show is, and oh my gosh, I just spotted someone that I know again. And this is cursed. In the best way. Yeah. Alright, dinner. The place that we went to accepts Interact, Visa, and Facebook? Someone please tell me what that means. We got some really good food. This was quite far from the convention center, but oh my gosh, it was worth it. And it was between the convention center and our Airbnb, so it was on our way home. By the time we finished, again, already dark. And we gotta head back soon to get some rest, catch up on some sleep that is very much needed because the day was hellish type of busy. There were times that Allison and I both had to do checkouts with different groups of people at the same time, and that has never happened before. Now, starting off day 3 with some lighthearted music because we were all drained then. Yeah, without the lightheartedness, we weren't able to live. Let's say that. The Sunday was relatively chill. It was still busy, but it was relatively chill. Probably because that we all knew that it was going to be a shorter day, or at least that was my mentality. If you hadn't noticed, I'm wearing my merch through almost the entire weekend. The merch that I didn't bring to Otakuthon. I'm sorry. Now, Sunday has never been my best day. It's usually my worst day in terms of sales. Maybe that's also why I was kind of chill through the day. But this was still very insane for a Sunday. And yeah, come to Game Expo, guys. I did their badge design. Not that you have to, but yeah, that exists. Right, so I used these star-shaped sticky notes to keep track of things that sold out, and I just put them on display. As you can see, this show was quite insane. I brought about double the stock that I brought to Montreal Otakuthon, and this still has happened. So this time I didn't film any of the teardown because, tiredness. Dragged out everything out of the convention center for some food again. We stopped at the same place, Lafayette. And we got poutine! Gotta get poutine in Montreal. Oh my gosh, it's so different. It's so good. And we're heading back to the Airbnb and getting ready to leave on the Monday. So it was a 5-day trip. Yeah, there was a cat on the porch of our Airbnb, and we kind of just sat there and stared at the cat until it left. It was great. And a short summary of Otakuthon is, it was splendid. It was fantastic. It was the best con that I've had. Maybe Fan Expo this year will beat it, but who knows? Didn't happen yet. people here were so supportive of my comics, all my original works. It was a blessing. So thank you for watching and cosplays!